Hello everyone and welcome to another high elo game of Age of Empires. Today a cavalry civilization with a pristine infantry line takes on an infantry civilization with a pristine archer line. Make it make sense as Vivi, playing as the Franks in red, gets ready to take on Hera, playing as the Japanese in blue. Now the players heard their herdables explore their immediate surroundings and try to get their butts up to Feudal Age ASAP. Not a bad time for us to focus on a goat's ass, but also, more importantly, take a look at the civ matchup that we're going to be watching today. Now, the Franks, the OG cavalry civilization going back all the way to the Age of Kings. Their knights come with extra line of sight, their stables can be upgraded to work faster, and all of their mounted units get 20% more HP starting in the Feudal Age. To support their cavalry on the field of battle against pesky annoying things like halberdiers, maybe quicker attacking infantry units, which might be a problem here for our Frank, well, they can turn to their unique unit, the Throwing Axeman. This is a ranged infantry unit similar to the Malian Gebeto, whose range can be even further increased. And by the way, to help a player train as many Throwing Axemen as possible, I thought I saw a villager moving south, and now we see where. In order to train as many Throwing Axemen as possible, Frankish castles come in at a nice little discount, 15% off in Castle Age, 25% off in Imperial. Now, if you've ever seen Gerard Depardieu, you know that the Franks, they like to eat, and so to feed them, their foragers work faster, and they get all the mill upgrades free of charge. I know we've finished the Frankish intro, but you know we got to watch the Rhino pull here. 2 arrows fired, playing with fire is our Frank, who should take 1, maybe even 2. Horn pokes to the ass, he does, but ultimately the Rhino is no match for the ingenious pulling method of the Age of Empires player. Speaking of Age of Empires player, let's take a look at Hera, playing as the Japanese in blue on the right side of our map. Civilization that does like to focus on its infantry, and ooh, look at that double whammy today, a matinee 2-for-1 here. Japanese infantry do attack 33% faster starting in the Feudal Age, which greatly benefits their unique unit, the Samurai. This is a medium infantry unit. Ooh, 1 second. I forgot my intro. I just want to see how many pokes to the ass these units take. 3 for Hera. Okay, and still the Rhino dies. As I was about to say, the Samurai, a medium infantry unit with an incredibly fast attack and an attack bonus against other unique units. Now, to support their infantry on the field of battle, Japanese cavalry archers now come with a small +2 attack bonus against other archers. Their trebs can be upgraded to fire faster and pack and unpack 4 times faster, and their towers can be upgraded to fire 2 extra arrows. Now, to help you save the resources to pay for your military endeavors, Japanese mills, lumber camps, and mining camps looking at you. And maybe where are your berries? Gonna look at you in a minute. They are basically BOGO. Buy one, get one free, because they are 50% off. So those are the 2 civilizations I mentioned earlier on that. Let's take a look at the attack path between the 2 bases. Ooh, lots of hills, lots of forests, lots and lots of obstacles in the way, lots and lots of animals, gold patches, relics everywhere. Not a bad little confusing center of the map, which may make some battles pretty fun to watch. In the meantime, as the players both sit on 16 villagers, still both exploring their immediate vicinities, although it looks like our Japanese is heading out at the exact same time as our Frank is heading out. Ooh, has he not seen that he's missing a goat here? Okay, yeah, Vivi is going to get that second goat and then continue his exploration. And by the way, Hera's not moving out on the map. He is just going back for his last zebra. Good time for us to look at the resources. As both players click up to the Feudal Age, Hera a meager 2 seconds behind his opponent, since he's racked up an inexcusable 2 seconds of idle time on his DC. Gold to the north, stone to the front, and then a few resources in the rear position. Not bad here for Vivi. Where's his 3rd gold? A little bit exposed here to the front. So this might not be a bad location for Hera to attack into, having 3 of the 5 primary resources. Berries, my favorite, lemon bushes with the pretty blue butterflies in the forward position here, and forests pretty darn far from the TC. So not very helpful in terms of walling off the front, but in terms of walling off the side, not bad at all. And Vivi did start in the corner position, which is not bad. Hera, by the way, also starting in the corner position. And unlike Vivi, whose extra 4th forest is along the edge of the map, Hera's is right in the corner of the map. So let's take a look at his base. Gold off to the bottom, stone just like Vivi in the forward position. So one has gold to the north, one has gold to the south, not exactly the end of the world. Also extra stone and gold to the rear position, and also extra gold in the forward. So just like that location is a decent Bermuda Triangle for Hera to attack into, this location is a nice Bermuda Triangle for Vivi to attack into. A couple of villagers, not a couple, 4, a quartet. Move to counter that that scout. Scout, skirmisher, whatever the hell it is. It's on a horse, it's got a sword, it's trying to kill villagers, and 3 militiamen here. We're in the Feudal Age, so they now will attack 33% faster instead of the usual 2. It is 1.5, which is just a ludicrous attack speed for infantry. Uh-oh. And they're upgraded. They're now men-at-arms. But the villagers run away. The stable incomplete. So at the very least, our Japanese has managed to delay construction of a stable, which means no scouts, no cavalry for you. And Vivi, unless he's already building an extra stable, does not have the wood for another one. Focusing on the double bit axe upgrade instead. Not too sure one spearman wants to walk into here. Especially not a spearman with 3 whole HP. He tries to attack the scout, dies while doing so. Hera now takes another fight right in front of his base where Vivi's scout, who was damaged, hurt a little bit. Maybe his feelings were hurt in addition to his HP by these villagers over here. I thought that villager was nice and safe in the wall off, but I guess she was focused on completing the stable, wasn't paying attention. Hera destroys the wall off, and in the middle of 2 or 3 sentences, somehow, Hera manages to kill 3 units, possibly even 4, if this guy keeps running the gauntlet. Another villager sent forward. Spearman moving forward to shoo away the scout that wants to kill the villagers, but what an absolute terrible location for a stable, and it's gonna fall. What the hell is Vivi gonna do? He's gonna cancel it for 15% of the wood back? Wow, what a terrible location for a stable. Why not next to the barracks so you can keep constructing it? Vivi kind of screwed himself there with that location, unable to use the back of the stable, which is, I guess, the front of the barracks, to keep building. Well, house is on fire. Spearman tinkle tinkle. The action here almost from the first minutes of the game after they finished pulling and tugging at the animals. Oh, Vivi really wants a kill. He really wants a kill. Bringing a few villagers. Hera continuing to do a little loop-de-loop, saying, hey, you know, you wanted to put up a stable. I don't really see a stable, so what the hell's going on? 2 more villagers are now exposed here. Scout might want to intercept them, but they will be able to attack the scout. He had only a little bit of HP. Another individual spearman, somehow injured yet again, is chasing the scout while being chased by a spearman. Vivi's just falling behind. No 2 ways about it, although he is keeping pace in villager count. Militarily, he is down, and while the numbers are not great, 5-1, not exactly, you know, massive battle of what's the biggest some big battles I can think of, not exactly Gaugamela, not exactly the Battle of Kursk over here. Now it's 5-0, but it is giving our Japanese the ability to, hey, peacefully back home, keep gathering the resources he needs to plop down more farms, get more gold, jack his wood. Hera absolutely in the comfort zone right now. What an odd wall off. Why not just one more to the edge of the map here? What an odd little wall off here by Vivi. Okay. Somebody might explain that to me. Maybe I'm missing something. And in addition to being down 1 vill, although really he's not, you know, Vivi's actually ahead 1 villager because Hera is racking up the TC idle time. He lost 1 villager. Now 3 of them, what I wanted to say, are repairing this house, which let's take a look at its HP. Ooh, hovering at 140, 150. Hera is so happy to just keep doing this. Why the hell not? He's already killed 4 units, including a villager. This house is on fire. I'm not sure that 1 or 2 villagers, I think you need all 3. And now he's just basically getting his opponent to waste wood. And when his opponent wastes wood, it means no stable for you. Did he? Okay, but he did manage to get a stable up. So Vivi, in emergency mode, nonetheless, has managed to get his stable up. And now he's gonna attack this house. Oh my goodness. At the same time, Vivi expects perhaps an attack to the north, and so begins shoring up his defenses. To be fair, our Frank, with the quicker berry pickers, the lumber camp, the mill, my goodness. I said yesterday I might need a CAT scan. I'm gonna repeat that again today. Again, I don't know that 2 villagers are necessarily gonna be able to hold the line here. Oh, no, it's down to double digits. Vivi is actually first. Hera, what the hell are you doing with 1,000 food, 400 gold? Hera missing the mark a little bit. So going up a lot later than he pretty much should have. That being said, Hera will go up with his stone. Vivi will not. And so if he wants to, Hera's economic lead is just going to keep growing and growing and growing. Vivi sends a scout to the other side of the map, trying to see what the hell is going on. Tracks a little bit of arrow fire, but Hera's not falling for this game. I'm not going to lame all my villagers, he says, as he only shoves 1 or 2 into the TC. Oh, and I missed Vivi's first kill. I'm so sorry. Spearman managed to finally get that scout that probably had the 6 HP on it. And now I don't know what the hell he thinks he's doing. Not exactly 9 HP strong enough to take on 3 full health, by the way. Men-at-Arms. Hera returning home with his 1 HP scout. Wouldn't be a spearman. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't be surprised if he sent him on scouting duty. Wouldn't be surprised if the lion managed to get a kill. Oh my god, it's closing in. How fast is this freaking lion? They're not supposed to catch up to spearman. What the hell is this? Mother Nature gets her first kill of the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. 0.7 is lower than 1, right? They don't speed up when they attack. I don't think I've ever heard that. Okay, now this guy's under attack. I mean, this is this the ghost or is this the darkness here? The man-eaters of Tsabo. Vivi, second TC going up for him. I mean, how the hell's the line catching up? It's got to be some kind of speed attack, speed animation boost or something, and he gets a second kill. What the hell is going on in this game? Hera is so aggressive. The lions are aggressive. Vivi finally, with the 20% extra HP knight, kills not 1, not 2, but all 3 musketeers. And to be fair, his town center is going to go up a lot earlier than Hera's, and he's going to see Hera's. Whereas Hera has not seen his. Hera hasn't even explored that part of the map. I am missing kills left, right, and center here. But the important thing is we saw the lion. Haven't caught wind of the witch or the wardrobe, but we saw the lion. Got the kill. And Vivi, okay, sacrificing 1 scout. And we are going cavalry archers for the Japanese. What a fantastic unit. Not too sure the Japanese really needed the buff to add a +2 attack bonus against archers, which was one of the most recent patches. Hera gets another Vil kill. I'm glad I caught that. A monk moves forward, knight moves forward. That these cav archers are light on their feet. Ooh, light on their feet, but if the knight closes, that HP is not looking good at all. Hera has killed 2 villagers. Hera has killed 8 units. Vivi 4. Wheelbarrow for our Frank. Husbandry for our Japanese, who realizes, hey, this knight's catching up a little bit too quickly. Why is that happening? This should not be happening at all. So Vivi has literally 1 second to catch up, but a scorpion pops out. A ballisticless scorpion. Ooh, but 2 monks train their line of sight. And Hera says, you know what? I don't feel like giving you a gift today. I'm not in the gift-giving mood. You killed my 3 militiamen. Prepare to die. Okay. Looks like a 3rd town center going up for both players. Hera will have his up a few seconds before Vivi, who might lose another villager here. Ooh, ouchie, ouchie. Wheelbarrow for our blue Japanese now as well. Now, if you're going to take on fast-moving cav archers with scorpions, unless it's in a choke point, which, to be fair, the middle of the map has, as I mentioned, plenty of choke points. Another villager. No, pardon me, not another villager. Why did I think there was a red dead body here? If you're going to take on faster-moving cav archers, you're going to need ballistics. And to be fair, Vivi does have the resources for it. It is 300 wood, 175 gold. To be fair, though, if you keep losing monks, I don't know that you're going to have the gold to get that upgrade. Hera being so annoying. Another group of cav archers of the forward position. Another villager under attack. But the forward portion is pretty much closed off. No army for our Frank whatsoever. Forget cavalry. Forget infantry. Forget anything. We are going pure scorpions. And scorpions without ballistics is not a scorpion I would bet on against Hera's micro of his cav archers, because one gets pulled off here, one gets pulled off there. And this is exactly how you lose a scorpion without ballistics. Although, to be fair, even with ballistics, not too sure that 1 scorpion would have been able to survive. And Hera, with so few units, is causing so much damage. He's gotten 3 villager kills. Might get a 4th here. That being said, he's in a bit of a corner. Town center to the north, Scorpion to the south, 2 Scorpions to the west. And this is where you need ballistics. Oh, they're missing every bolt. It's so painful to watch sometimes. You know, as a caster, you try to stay neutral. You try to stay, you know, you don't really... There it is. I'm interrupting myself. There it is in an oddly placed university. What the hell is this? Okay. 4th TC going up for our Japanese. You try to really maintain an impartial view, you know. I know there are casters who have their favorite players, and there's casters who love to predict, oh, he's got 7 villagers on gold. That means he's doing this. He's got 4 villagers on wood. That means he's doing this. I try to keep an open mind. Not that their minds are closed, but you know what I mean. I'm not in any way under any illusion that I'm going to be able to predict what the hell Hera is going to do, except in maybe the rarest of cases. So... when I say it's painful to watch something, it just as an enjoyer of the game, oh, it's painful to watch. And an eventual player of this game, it's just hard to watch bolt after bolt after bolt, missing these cav archers. Ugh. 4th TC up, 4th TC under construction. 28 minutes into the game, we've got a whole total of 25 kills. But wait a second, Scorpion's out of position. Did this villager get a kill? I think that villager got a kill. All right, hero villager. Uses his gym membership to pump it up and gets the kill. 27.5 minutes in. I'm going to go back and see if that villager got a kill. It definitely did look like it, although things very much could be deceiving. By the way, while keeping all the pressure on this side of the map, keeping his opponent pinned back, this is the first time Vivi's out on the map in a long time. Look at the relic count. Hera's gotten all 4 of the immediate relics. Where even is the 5th? Is it returning home? I certainly don't see it in Vivi's monk's hands. Well, those dead hands are not going to be holding relics at all. He must be returning home with it. Unless it's on the map and I am just not seeing it. Another lion. By the way, this badass is still alive with his 2 kills. I either am not seeing it on the mini map or it's on its way back to the... No, there it is. My bad. Have the players seen it? Hera has not seen it. Vivi, who sent his monk here, has not seen it. What he has seen is the forward portion of Hera's base, and he knows exactly where to drop a castle to lame, a barracks, and a town center. Now, if he knew his opponent had 4 TCs, maybe he would have chosen a different location, but to be fair, a bunch of 9 Scorpions are going to keep these villagers very safe. Vivi also chooses this time to plop down a market to block the cav archer so that they can't run away. And they are stuck here. And then I go, yeah, actually, they are stuck here. Brilliant maneuver out of Vivi. I didn't realize there was a tree behind this one palm tree. But Hera loses his entire cavalry archer force. That is not something you ever see happen to Hera. That is something Hera visits unto his enemies and not the other way around. But Hera sees the villagers pivoting to the south, and so he guesses that there's another castle coming. You are facing the Franks. Their castles are 15% cheaper. But Hera's heading up to Imperial, so cheaper castles can plop down like mushrooms all over the map. He doesn't care. He will treb them down. Vivi builds a castle, cancels it. He's going to have to buy more stone. Unfortunately for him, 488 is no longer the price you pay in the Castle Age. Thank you, developers, for punishing the Frankish castle discount. And now he pivots. Oh my goodness. This way. What? What the hell is the point of this? What is the point of this tower? To lame the stone? Okay, you're gonna have to invest in Bodkin because a bunch of that stone isn't lamed. And now Hera sees the villagers pivoting this way. Another preemptive castle. This maneuvering out of Vivi is crazy. The response out of Hera is even crazier. And he's gonna have his castle up a lot quicker than Vivi. Even though, wait a second. Let's highlight both castles here. Oh no, Hera's so far ahead. He's like 25% ahead in terms of construction. He's gonna lose a bunch of villagers, but does he care? If he can get his up first, it will destroy Vivi's army. Okay, he's going after the villagers. He does not want this castle up. And Vivi abandons ship at 77%. 2 villagers, 3 villagers get converted. They turn on their former Scorpion friends. 1 retreats. Wow, what an absolute nightmarish disaster for our Frank, whose night feels so bad he has to try to run off the edge of the world. What an atrocious turn of events. And all the progress that Vivi made. Look, their bodies are still here, killing those cav archers with a little bit of indecision to the south, a little bit of indecision to the north, has given his opponent time to get up 3 castles, Imperial Age, 2 trebs, and who cares about this TC? Hera has already 3 to replace it. Another castle going up for our Japanese in blue, and my goodness, what a turn of events. First, Hera came out swinging, killing those units here. Then Vivi came swinging with the castle and the cav archer snipe. And now Hera's turn. The pendulum has swung yet again. Castle gets canceled. He's got enough stone for another one. Where will he place it? His villagers are moving south. No, they're gold miners. Interesting that Hera chose to go after the tower first. It wasn't really laming, I guess. Maybe the stone? Okay, in any event, tower down. The one and only forward castle here for our Frank is about to fall as well. Another town center for our Japanese, who, to be fair, is gobbling up resources all over the map. Hera moves forward to the south. He's got a bunch of samurai, 20 of them, their hands on their katanas, waiting to be unleashed on the unsuspecting Franks, whose castle falls. And now our Frank is going to say, hey, wait a second. What the hell is this unit doing here? What the hell is this unit doing here? Villager dead to the south. Knights dead to the center. To the north, pardon me. I swear I know my directions. And yeah, Vivi just says, forget it. I don't think the pendulum's going to swing in my favor now with 29 army count to 6. Even though he does have 2 more villagers than his opponent. Oh my goodness. Look at this Willem Dafoe villager just dying right as the game ends. You can't even click on him. First of all, what the hell do these guys do to work out? Look at this. This is like Captain America villagers all of a sudden in Age of Empires. Look at this guy. You know what this is? This is like watching Pumping Iron, the documentary about Schwarzenegger, where literally everybody is in better shape than you, and everybody just eats like 18 hamburgers for lunch, but then they all work it out because they burn like 10,000 calories every workout. In any event, let's stop fawning over the villagers, says the guy fawning over the villagers, and wow, Hera strikes, Vivi strikes back, cav archers down, but the transition to samurai, I think Hera was just having fun here. I mean, what the hell do you train samurai for? They're not exactly the fastest unit in the game, but they will close. They're not exactly expensive. 50 food, 30 gold, and with map control, you can pump out a huge amount of them. And Vivi, I don't think, how close was he to Imperial? Still 20 seconds away. His castle gets discovered here. His gold miners get discovered and slaughtered here. He himself sees Hera's castle. Oh, he doesn't see Hera's castle. Excusez-moi. Never mind. He doesn't see Hera's castle here. And also didn't see Hera's castle here. We know it, though. So the last remaining gold mine for him that hasn't been attacked by samurais is to the south. And wow, Hera just swings back. The pendulum crushes our Frank, who taps out. To be fair, resources not great, right? I mean, let's say you hit Imperial Age. You don't even have enough resources to go Cavalier, let alone train Cavaliers, let alone go up to Paladins. And wow, okay. Well, there you go. What a fun game. What a, not the longest game, but a lot of good back and forth. And to be fair, Vivi, when's the last time we saw Hera get caught out like this with those cav archers? So fantastic moves out of both players. Ultimately, though, our Japanese with the, not too sure with the Samurai Swarm, but definitely the push at the end that really got him and clinched him the GG. 10 Knights, 10 Scorpions, 3 Scouts. The number's just not working out here for Vivi, whose APM is literally 2.5 times smaller than Hera's. My Hera with his usual towards the mid-end of the game, 27 minutes in. Vivi right at the very beginning of the game. Let's take a look at res collected. Yeah, about 15% apart. If you remove the relics, about 10%. Not exactly the end of the world. Villager counts are fairly identical, fairly similar throughout the game. Looks like wood for our Frank. The rest, including almost double the gold for our Japanese. A lot more stone and a little, not a lot more stone, but an extra castle's worth of stone. Unless you're the Frank, then it's like 2 or 3 castles extra worth of stone. A little bit more food, a little bit less wood. So not the end of the day. How many conversions? Like 3, 4, 5? 3 it is. 5 raisings to 1, of course. And Vivi, right from the very beginning of the game, when he placed that stable here. First of all, if you're going to use it as part of a wall off, why the hell did he place the stable there? Was he going to go like down and left to protect the berries? Which, by the way, as the Frank, have still not been mined out because this villager, oh my goodness, he has to get the berries and then he has to walk around. Wow. Okay, he has to commute to work. Poor bastard. Either to the north or to the south, but the south is completely open. The questionable walling area. Again, if somebody knows what the hell the point of this was, as opposed to just one more palisade here, let me know. Maybe I'm missing something. Always happy to be proven wrong. And ultimately, wow, the numbers, the attack, the kills, not very high in this game, but the momentum definitely has shifted. 18 villager kills to 15. Again, Hera lost a bunch of villagers getting this castle up, but ultimately Vivi abandoned ship, left his castle, tried to rebuild it, but the momentum swing is very much in Hera's favor. And whereas it was, you know, back in Dark Age, back in Feudal, back in early Castle, when you've got 5 army, he's got 10 army, you can afford a momentum swing. By the time his army crosses the desert, your army crosses the desert, you can train more units, but now you're an Imperial. Now you're seeing about 20 samurai in the forward position. You're seeing more to the north, you're seeing more to the center, and you are about to be swamped. Your 4 knights and 2 scorpions are not going to do jack against this, especially not this guy with his 1 HP. Wow, so the momentum just swings way too heavy in Hera's favor, and even though he's got 1 more villager on these berries, still 11 berries to pick, Vivi taps out, and I said I wanted to see whether or not that 1 villager at the 17 mark of the game, or was it the 27-minute mark of the game, did kill that Cav Archer. Pardon me as I try to... It was around this time, right? Okay, here we go. So Hera starts racking up more villager kills. It's this guy. Why can't I click on him? Oh, for the love of... Look at this. I can't click on this guy. Well, he's a dead man walking and he knows it. I can click on this guy, can't click on this guy. So we're going to have to observe very carefully. I still can't click on him. Oh, the sword is out. The horse is running away. Oh, taps the horse's ass. Okay. So despite being unclickable, untamable, this wild man of a villager, he does get the kill. Okay, well, there we go. Glad we got to catch that. And thank you for joining me on this ride. But what an absolute game of back and forth between the 2 players. Vivi wasting a bit of time with villagers to the south. Hera responding with a castle. Vivi pivots north. Hera responds with a castle. Hera gets up to Imperial. Hera destroys castles. And Hera takes the momentum. And with that momentum, look at all the resource buying and selling that's going on. Lots and lots of mercantilism in this game. It is Hera who takes the W, but GG in a super fun game to both players.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.